What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another video. It's going to be another entry into the Strongman for Dummies segment. Working up here on our usual log, clean, and just really trying to practice speed, momentum, and really carrying through the lift here. Just trying to be speedy, stay warm, keep the momentum going essentially. So I mentioned I condensed my warm-up sets just to try to get to the weight that I'm working with quicker, to save not only energy, but time. Especially when it comes to the other strongman lifts, you know, like to lift for an hour and a half. Pretty taxing when you're doing exercises where there's multiple different parts. It's not just like a singular plain bodybuilding movement. And so here we go, 265 working sets. We're at 275 this workout. And got that fresh fade. Usually I get my haircuts on Friday. Feeling pretty good. Moving, and the rock back and forth is usually some anxious anxiety before I lift, which, you know, can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, can really help you focus and stay locked in, or it can help you just waste energy. Obviously, the quicker you do the movement, the less energy you expend, but you also want to be safe doing it, especially with these heavier weights. So hit that double, did some back offs here, and just a side view of just kind of like how things are looking and moving. The front can be kind of deceiving just because, you know, you've got the log in front and just a lot moving around. So that's kind of what I do here. You can kind of sit deeper into the catch position. The squat, I just find like right at like parallel is a good spot to really drive out of the hole. Any deeper than that, and it can be a little bit of an awkward movement, and also it just aligns well with, you know, my chest and torso, where I feel like, you know, because you deadlift from there, any sort of like explosive hip movement, you can really, you know, drive for power there. So did some back off sets at 255 here, just to get some reps. You know, once you do a heavy set and you come back down to the lighter stuff, it really is, you know, feels a little bit lighter. You can really just focus on technique, driving through the movement, and it's some extra work and extra time under tension that you can take advantage of. Sometimes it's a little bit of a mental thing I'll do if I know a lift is going to be hard, or I'm a little worried, or I'm not feeling too great that day. You can always back off and adjust. You don't have to do this specific weight, take the 20 pounds off. There's usually percentages I work with, and I just have an idea in mind of what I want to do, and then I also want to make sure that I'm doing a little bit more than the last time I've done this. So I just want to move together like that. So log clean and press here with 190, and I did a rep here, and honestly it was just one of those days where things were starting to slow down, and I could tell, you know, okay, all right, cool, I didn't get the second. I've done this for like 5 reps before, so I'm like, all right, take what I can get, move on. And things were starting to fall apart here, so I was like, okay, well, I need to find an alternative. I always like having another gear. So I did my singles. Those were fine. And then I'm going to adjust this in the next set, though, but I wanted to get more pressing volume, so I really just loaded the log up here. It's kind of funny just because it's such a cumbersome thing that doesn't really fit in the actual rack, and I did adjust it. You can go a little bit lower, so where you unrack inside of it, and I really should have done that, but I didn't. I was just trying to try various settings to really do it, and it's only a 145, but I was starting to really feel it here. Better angle where you can see it's adjusted, so when I unrack it, you know, there's clearance, and then if I need to save myself, I can let it fall, and it won't fall very far. So once I got that setting dialed in, a lot easier to do. Still a little bit of a, you know, balancing act though, just because of the handles and stuff, but just wanted to get some extra pressing volume in. You know, those presses didn't go as planned, so did some farmer's carries here. You know, pretty standard stuff, and just the way that the log stuff was going, I'm like, okay, well, let's temper expectations and let's really just focus on getting things done. So I did multiple sets. I only recorded a few, though, just because I felt like it wasn't that, you know, not that very engaging, and there's a bunch of people around, so just to avoid all the crazy editing and stuff. Worked up to, I believe, 160, yep. And just did that back and forth, and I usually just count each way going as a rep. You know, obviously, you can go one way, take a rest, and come back, but I don't know, I really just wanted to get everything done in one way. This makes it easier when dealing with other people in the gym and the turf, because a lot of people like to stretch on the turf, so it can be kind of annoying. And then distance-wise, just to be consistent, to be able to progressively overload. But essentially, that's the workout. Nice and short. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching the latest video. If you want to help support the channel, I actually own my own wet shaving and grooming e-commerce website where everything's handmade by me. It's www.apexsoaps.com, and you can get a 10% off code using wet shaver. We've got some cool scents here. We've got some Coca-Cola scents, a horchata scent, traditional barbershop, just some really cool stuff, and you can purchase samples or you can buy the whole set. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out via email. Be quick to respond. Thanks for watching.